This video is going to explain to you how to find the average of a series of numbers. Sometimes the average is also called the mean. What the average tells you is gives you an estimate of what the middle point is for that set of numbers. There's two steps in finding the average. First step is to add all of your numbers together. And the second step is to take that total and divide it by the amount of numbers that you originally had added together. Let me go through a few examples. The first example, our set of numbers is 2, 6, 4, and 4, and we want to find the average. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add these four numbers together. 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16. So we've taken care of step 1. Now we're going to take that 16 and we're going to divide it by the number of digits we added together. There was 4 numbers, so 16 divided by 4 is 4. So the average for this series of numbers is 4. Let's take a look at how we would find the average of a series of fractions. We're going to follow the same steps. We're going to add them together first. 1/4 plus 2/4 plus 3/4 plus 1/4 is going to give us 7/4 when we add them. So we're going to now take our 7/4 and divide it by 4. And we can follow the steps that we listed in the video of how to divide with a fraction. We leave the first number alone. We can change the sign to a multiplication sign. And we're going to find the reciprocal, or flip, my 4 to become 1 over 4. Multiply them together, and we're going to get 7/16. So the average for my series of numbers was 7/16. We added them together, then divided by the total number of digits we had added together. Lastly, we're going to look at the example using decimals. So same process, we need to add them together. Now with adding decimals, I recommend that you rewrite them vertically. It allows you to line up the decimal points and leaves you less room for error. So 8 plus 8 is 16. Plus 6 is 22. Plus 2 is 24. Then in this column, 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So when we added them, we get a sum of 9 4/10. So now that we've added, our second step is to take our 9 4/10, and we need to divide it by the number of digits we had added together. There was 4 digits. So now we can divide. 4 goes into 9 twice. 4 times 2 is 8. We subtract, bring down our 4. 4 goes into 14 3 times. 4 times 3 is 12. Leaves us with a remainder of 2. So my answer would be 23. And our remainder 23 and 2/4. Or converting that back into our decimal form, 23 5/10 would be our average.